Four big little legs, skinny kid with.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's ZTAY, aka Lil Red. We got Paul George to the Philadelphia 76ers official. It's been a while. How long have we been waiting for it? Finally, we already knew it was going to happen. It's not really that big of a deal. All right, 4-year, $212 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. 4 years, what is that, $50 million a year? What's his jersey number is going to be is the main comment response. That's crazy. Embiid really pulled off tampering during live NBA finals. I don't know, though. How you guys think Paul George is going to fit with Joel Embiid? Because when I'm thinking about it, right, they had James Harden with Joel Embiid. Paul George is not really the same. They had Kelly Oubre. They still do. They re-signed Kelly Oubre and got Paul George. That's a whole nother story that nobody's even talking about. Because Kelly Oubre and Paul George just had beef in recent years. This is the missing piece Philly needed to win the in-season tournament. Breaking this at 12:32 a.m. is crazy. That's why we're up on stream at ZTAY Gaming. We're up late. I don't sleep. They might make the conference finals. This is the biggest thing. You guys think they'll finally get past the second round? Or do you think this team is good enough? Because the East is loading up. The one good thing about Paul George going to Philly is now we got some competition to go against the Celtics. We have the Philadelphia 76ers. My opinion, everybody's forgetting about Tyrese Maxey, which in my opinion is probably the best player on the team. Yes, they got Joel Embiid, probably a top 5 player in the NBA, but he's injury prone, can't stay on the court. Now we got Tyrese Maxey, who's coming into his own. What is he, 23, 24 years old? And now you add a veteran like Paul George. You retain Kelly Oubre. They're probably getting rid of Tobias. They got rid of Nicholas Batum, but they also signed Eric Gordon and Andre Drummond earlier today. So this team is looking really, really good. Offensively, defense is the question, because I know Paul George was talking about before he went to Philly that he wants to join a team where he don't have to do the dirty work and he wants to play the right way. From this moment on, where was it? Where is it? This is the moment right here when Embiid gave PG the side eye when talking about the Sixers adding some pieces. What was this? Game 4 for the NBA Finals. I already knew that PG was going to the Philadelphia 76ers. And then the news came out on how the Clippers treated Paul George, and it just confirmed it. It's the new big three. Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Joel Embiid. My question is, who do you guys think is the best team now? Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, or Philadelphia 76ers? I think a sleeper team in the East too that not a lot of people are talking about are the Orlando Magic, because they signed Caldwell Pope today, and I don't think they're done yet either. They also still have Paulo. They're in good shape too. I'm just happy because the Eastern Conference is getting better and the West is thinning out a little bit now, because now the Clippers kind of thinned out a little bit. Although, I mean, Clippers still making moves. They're questionable moves. I don't know if they're good, but I guess. It's so crazy because this happened at 12:30. People are about to wake up in the morning and see this. This is why I stay up late during free agency. Problem is, probably tomorrow I'm going to stay up or sleep in too late and miss something else. Oh, yeah. And I know this is off topic, but LeBron James, I'm trying to tell everybody, all the Warriors fans that don't want him to go to the Lakers. I understand why, because we're your rival and everything. But LeBron James, I'm told, called Klay Thompson right when free agency opened at 6 p.m. Eastern time. He said, nah. I'm taking a pay cut, but you're bringing your ass to L.A. Oh, yeah, that's right. Chad is telling me that we're still waiting for the Thunder to see if they're going to get Isaiah Hartenstein. I think that's the second biggest move of free agency, because we also see Jonas Valanciunas, but I think Isaiah Hartenstein is bigger and better. Not bigger, obviously. He's not bigger than Jonas, but you know what I mean. His impact is greater than Jonas Valanciunas. George and his agent met with Sixers officials, including Josh Harris. Daryl Morey, really? How are you going to be friends with James Harden and then just go sign with the GM after he told you all the things he did dirty? They basically just traded James Harden for Paul George, if you really think about it. It's just a year too late. Joel Embiid said, I want to troll so bad, but there's literally no sports on right now. What the hell is this man talking about? Yeah, we got early. Kelly Oubre is signing 2 years, $16.3 million contract with the Sixers. I'm just excited to see him and Paul George play in the same team, because it kind of reminds me of, who was it? Patrick Beverly, and who was the dude on the Lakers I can't think of, that they had beef and then they kind of evened it out so they could play. It's the same type of thing. Because Oubre and Paul George, I'm telling you, they had history. So I think it's going to be fun for them playing together, but we'll see. The Nets are taking offers for Ben Simmons as they enter rebuild. Which team should trade for Ben Simmons? Maybe, I don't know. Who do you think could use Ben Simmons right now on their roster? He might give you a good 15 games for the season. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me scroll down and see the memes. Offers for Ben Simmons. Who wants me? No, that's tough. They'll be dead ass lucky for a bag of chips. That's tough. Shane Shark. Yeah, they're trolling. I already knew. This is just an engagement tweet by Legion Hoops. You know exactly what you're doing. All right, that's enough. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was Tobias Harris for a second. They got Paul George in number 8 as number 8. Ugh, that's kind of ugly. Let's go. Number 1. What number do you guys think Paul George is going to be? I don't know. Number 8 or number 1 is what they're trying to predict. That just looks weird to me. He can't take Harden's number, can he? That's weird. Also, take a look at some of the things earlier today. Derrick Jones Jr. plans to sign a 3-year, $30 million contract with the Clippers. Like I said, the Clippers are making moves. Mavericks fans could be like, oh, we lost Derrick Jones Jr., but in my opinion, he got played out in the finals. I thought it was going to be big series for him just because of the lob threat and the switches that the Boston Celtics used, but it proved that they were putting the center on him and just leaving him for 3, and he couldn't shoot. And the Mavericks actually replaced him with Najee Marshall, who I think is very underrated. 3-year, $27 million contract. Isn't too bad either. So they used their MLE exception, I believe, on Najee Marshall, who's basically a 3-and-D player. In my opinion, this is a great signing for the Dallas Mavericks. It kind of reminds me of Dorian Finney-Smith. And then we've seen Mason Plumlee agree on a 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. I know Suns fans been talking about how they don't like Nurkic. How you guys feel about Mason Plumlee going to the Suns? Jonas Valanciunas going to the Wizards. This is everything if you didn't watch the live stream, we covered everything on the live stream. Breaking the news at midnight is absolutely crazy, but this is the news. Sixers big 3. How you guys feeling? Do you think Philadelphia can be? I don't think they're going to be number 1. I was going to say that. I don't think they're number 1 in the East. I still think, are the Celtics still the team to beat in the East? That's a new question. Paul George is here. Somebody in my chat about a couple months ago asked me during the finals, I think right when it ended, who do you predict to be in the finals next season? And I was like, it's impossible, bro. Like, how am I supposed to predict something? But then in my head, I was like, I saw that Embiid clip. I said, I think Paul George is going to Philly. I'm just going to take a guess. I think it's going to be Philly and the Thunder. That was my guess. And low-key, it kind of seems like things are coming together. It's just up to see if the Thunder are going to go and get Isaiah Hartenstein. Yeah, this is tough. 3:30 a.m. Eastern time, bro. That's living on the West Coast isn't too bad, I guess. Joel Embiid's been active, tweeting, still up. Are you going to be on Podcast B episode or what? Keep recruiting? This new CBA sucks. We should be watching the Nuggets do all they can to maximize Jokic's prime, but they're committed to staying under the first and second apron like they don't have a generational star. This is not the NBA I grew up on. I think this is probably just a reaction to the Caldwell Pope signing. The Clippers traded the farm to bring Paul George home, acquired as many point guards to help ease the ball handling responsibilities, had the worst postseason performance in a decade. Watch this. 2 co-stars take less to build a contender and restrict the CBA left in the end because he couldn't make it somewhere. He did say that his goal was to win a championship and he was going to stay with the Clippers until he did it. He didn't end up doing it, and they lost SGA in the process, man. Well, the Clippers Paul George era is done. It is now Philly. Any Philly fans in the comments, let your voice be heard. How you guys grade this 1 through 10? Is Philly the favorite out of the East now, or is it still the Celtics, the Knicks, or somebody else? Leave your voice down below in the comments. This is ZTAY. Peace.